Hello everybody, how good of you to join once again. Take a cup of coffee, sit back and relax and just enjoy the ride. We are back here in Sleepy Hollow. Our little village is still growing. We got the first workers in here now, beside the Christmas marketplace. Absolutely fantastic looking. Yeah, we can upgrade more if we want to. So we can upgrade this whole block here now to workers as well. But of course we still also will need to continue building more farmer houses, not only for to expand, but also for our workforce, which is rather low for the farmers. I'm going to send my flagship right back now to Archie. Here we should be seeing then, there we have it, the first steel beams. So I'm just waiting now for around 6 steel beams to come in, because we already have 2 here. I need 8 steel beams to settle on another island. We do need to get another island as quickly as possible, because as we can see, our opponents are already settling there as well. I'm continuing here now with building a few more. Timber is really coming in plenty of now, so in that regard, expansion will be faster. We also got now our workload in full swing and our schnapps production in full swing as well. Let's just check our statistics menu for that real quick. And as we can see, we have a surplus of fish, of schnapps and of workload. I'm going to look quite often into this menu here, where we can see the consumption, which is the most important parameter to me, the consumption of basic goods, the consumer goods that we have it, right? So these are my consumer goods, and here I can see just what is being consumed right now, and at what rate. And I can see that we make a surplus of the first 3 basic resources. Right now it's rather simple, of course, but bear in mind we're getting, I think, around 25 to 30 products up and running during the course of this Let's Play. So quite a lot of stuff happening. Now we continue here with building more farmers. We're still on the track of getting to artisans and dusty expeditions as quickly as possible. My flagship is out here still with the banner of the cat, getting safely there to Archie. I haven't received any other quests yet. That is a bit disappointing. We also still need to find Eli, of course, the prison island, for the soap that we can then get out of it. And since we're playing on low income mode, money is still very hard to come by here on this difficulty. So we're still making a loss despite having so many buildings up and running here now. They're all paying me taxes, but it seems it's not enough. Let's build some more farmers up here. We also need to keep in mind the range of my marketplace, so I cannot build too far away. And since this is getting a bit full here now, I'm going to continue with the expansion of my town. So what we can do is we can just continue laying out the blueprint for my future settlement. So I'm going to keep this a bit symmetrical, not too much though, in order to have a fast expansion, right? In that case, beautification will be in Crown Falls primarily, because here we need to focus on survival right now. In Crown Falls we can then also focus a bit more on a beautiful town. You know, we got so many ornaments coming up, the amusement park, for example, so a whole fair park that we can have. Also the Christmas market that I still want to build despite Christmas being over already, but we just have it, you know, and in that case we're going to make something beautiful out of it. But here it's all about functionality. Let's also have the marketplace rather close to this one. The reason for that is though that those guys here need the range as well, and those marketplaces are really cheap anyway, and at some point we're going to get rid of them and build something else on top of them, so it's perfectly fine to do it like that. Then we also have the pub, and we're going to continue here now with more houses then. Alright, and thus the city has grown, at least with the blueprint. And the cool thing is, if I want to copy this whole layout now, as we all know, I can just take it like that and just place the same thing here once again. And this is such a nice feature, and I just love to use it again and again. In that case, let's just place the next district in here as well. We still have a bit of room here as well then for this one, that we can have a little ornament. And also then the first newspaper edition is out, so we can have our first propaganda now as well. Let's just have a look. We have enough influence for now, and I would definitely like to go with a bit of income instead of the right chance here. Spend. The happiness and light propaganda -50 is already in here, and the new company takes root. That is us, of course. Valken Delaney settles the first island, and hopes abound that this seed will germinate into a great leafy tree. Alright, he's got quite the bloomy writing there, and yeah, it gives us a bit of happiness. So with this propaganda, we are now a bit in the positive side again, as we are closing into 1,000 population. And oh, Jing also settled on an island, and it's right behind us. It's right, the island behind us here, so we can even look at it. Over here, Jing is now settling as well. That leaves us with this island that we need to capture as quickly as possible. The Anarchist also has a quest for us. Capitalists love to blame their wretched policies on natural order, but our community exemplifies that humans are nothing but kind to each other when they are not being corrupted. A social Darwinist has expressed his desire to see for himself what our ideas translate into. We agreed, he needs only safe transport. Alright, a transportation quest, Dr. Harvey Sprucer from Archie. Lucky us, we have our flagship here as well. Archie already has 4 steel beams, I should purchase them. And let's accept. So we got this guy now, Dr. Harvey, in the cargo of our ship, Endeavor. And we're going over here to Peace, which is the hometown of Mercier. And he is there, and then we can, survival of the kindest, do this one. I should not forget my timber production, because we have quite a lot of that, as we can see. We can build now the next block of houses. Those ones here. Those ones here. Let's also build the marketplace and continue with more farmers here as well. This, of course, will increase my consumption considerably. As we can see, the fish is now 0. That means it's even, but we do need another fishery. Let's build it. And there we also got now a fishery up and running. So 3 of them are working for us now in this beautiful, beautiful harbor area that we have here of the quaint village Sleepy Hollow. Meanwhile, my ship is here, has arrived. Let's turn it in.
You are a mover and a shaker.
And that was the healthiest, most edifying debate I have had in a while. Dr. Sprucer has been convinced of the pure-hearted nature of men and women after meeting the most enlightened members of our community. Escort him back safely. Back to Archie. I would do nothing more than that. We get a bit of money out, and that's a good thing because we need money. We are now down to 6,000 credits only. We still need 2 tons of steel beams, I think. Yep, and then we can finally build on another island, which is going to speed up the game incredibly. So we got a few more farmers now here as well. We're also going to need the next pop. And we have our first fire right in the city center. There it is. And we need to act quickly on that. So I'm going to need a fire station. Let's just have a look at it. Once again, we could also have these very cool new buildings, but they're way too expensive at the moment. But I'm going to have the first fire station, I guess, here. Just with a pop. And as we can see, demolishing them actually costs me money. I'm not getting back any money for this one. Let's build it. Costs me another 500 credits. Thank you for nothing. And there we have this fire station now here with the street right next to it. It of course needs to train the firefighters first, so it cannot fight the fires right away. That is my mistake. I'm not going to repeat that. So we're going to have yet another fire station right away here in the middle as well, so that we're going to have 2 of them to protect our village there. And as we can see, this fire is growing quickly so as well. People are standing here already. Some might get some water.
Your contribution is made.
But we cannot linger too long. We need to continue turning in the quests, getting a bit of money. So we are close to 10,000 again. And 2 tons of steel beams is in. 6 tons we have thus. And let's get it to Sleepy Hollow. Next up, what we need is our clay production right away. And we do need to do this quickly. There we have our clay deposits. This is going to be our next building material, the bricks. So let's get going. Let's have our first warehouse here once again. Also here right away. Righto. This is the next building material beside the planks, by the way. So we got the planks, the steel beams, and the bricks coming out now. And then we have the clay pit. And the clay pit can support 2 of these juicy brick factories. There we're going to have them. The same thing here. I can have 2 of them right next to the clay pit. And the clay pit on top of the clay deposit. Let's start here actually with this one. Costing us a lot of timber, as we can see. Also worker workforce, and there we have the clay pit then as well. So this is working now for us. There we got the buildings. We have reached level 4 because we have grown a bit more to 1,200 people. And as we can see, they're all working now. Pushes the balance back to the negative though once again. So we still need to be very careful about our consumption. Everything is looking good for these guys though, so we can still grow our town even more if we have the timber. Unfortunately, I forgot now to get some timber from RG as well, so we need to use our own. I might actually, should I have another? What we can do is, out here, by this one, we can have another lumberjack hut, right? And another sawmill right next to it. Because we need so much more timber. It is truly incredible how much we need of it. Let's also have one here. And right next to the sawmill, right? So this will be quite a busy warehouse here for the ramps. But we just need more planks for expansion. Now, my ship is in. We have enough steel beams. The problem now is we still lack a bit of timber. So we do need to wait there. And the fire is raging, though my firefighters are now battling the flames. This especially looks hilarious when we go into the first person mode right away. Alright, and the planks are in. We got the 40 planks. Let's just load it onto the ship. 44 planks, and let's get up there as quickly as possible. We need that island, so the ship is on its way now. Endeavor, beautiful once again, and please be careful. Don't get too close to Miss Hunt, who is over there. I think Miss Hunt already has her first defenses up and running. Nope, but she's got a shipyard. No idea how that is even possible. She's really quick about it. So she is going now to have her first ships out there soon. There's her flagship. At the moment she still only has one, but she is going to ramp up her fleet now anytime. And we are still lacking behind, but of course we're not that far away, I guess. We need the sales production up, and then we can already have our shipyard. Though the shipyard costs over 10,000 credits, and that is something we absolutely cannot afford at the moment. The fire, I think, is over, so we can rebuild the houses. And another thing that we can do now is we can continue with expanding our village here. So more farmers are coming up. We still need way more taxes. Incredible. And there's a lot of timber coming in now though, so hopefully this is doing us some good. I would also like to finish my second clay production here, brick production. And as we can see, the first bricks are coming in now too, as these factories start to work.
Fire left ruins behind.
And yes, we still have a ruin there anywhere? No, we don't. Very good. And here we are with the next island. Lucky us, we have got it. Very good that we have it. Tarek, we can actually keep it like that. Tarek is a fine name, and thus we have a second island. With the second island, I would like to do a couple of things right away. The first one is, as always, getting our wood production up. So that is something we can do right here. Let's just go for our first lumberjack hut, another one, and yet another one. And then with those guys here, also the sawmills. Of course, I'm not going to build all of them now. So I'm guessing around 2 of them should be fine. Does this one have a connection now? No, it doesn't. There we have them. Also the warehouse and those guys here. Righto. And we still have 24 timber left, and this is possible for us to. This makes it possible for us to have also more houses here. Now in Tarek, I'm of course not building up a whole new village, right? This is just too much. What I'm going to do here is, first of all, to have a bit of help for the tax income. So this is why I'm doing it primarily. On the other hand, we also of course need workforce in Tarek to build production chains here that we're going to need then for Sleepy Hollow. So 2 reasons why I'm doing this. We have the marketplace now, once again, and we have a bit of timber left to build the first few houses here in Tarek as well. Right, to get the farmer workforce in to jumpstart our timber production once again. So Tarek is now officially part of the team. Welcome! Let's send my ship back to Sleepy Hollow right away, to the safety of the harbor. And what we can also see quite early actually, the pirate is appearing now in the game as well. This is a bit worrisome. I think for now it's smaller gunboats, though the pirate, as it's also much more difficult now, will have bigger ships soon. So those ships are on there, out there now as well. We have a lot of timber in Sleepy Hollow. Let's continue with more farmers here. And as we can see, the expansion now, the rate of it and how many buildings we can build and upgrade is speeding up now. So, you know, Anno is always starting quite slow, but once you start your basic stuff and once you expand on that basic stuff, you can continue and accelerating your upgrades and your building. So this is really cool as it gets more complicated. Jing is she actually sailed into my harbor. Dare I dream my words will ever reach the Queen's honorable ears. You are in good terms with her, Sir Archibald. Are you not? Could you not bring my poems to him and maybe spare a kind word?
The chill already.
Literary contacts. So she wants me to bring poems to Sir Archie, who is then delivering it to the Queen. So she's all about poems and stuff. We do that. Our ship is on the way. And this is a nice contract there, of course, because it gives us another 5,000 credits that we need urgently. Boy, we are so low. Though we have a bit of a positive balance now. Let's check my consumption. Is fine, so we can still build a few more farmers. That is what I want. Here as well, this block there. With the main road. A beautiful town so far, and yeah, the next brick production should be up then as well at some point. I need to upgrade more people though. And at the same time, we should also be upgrading our framework knitters, and that is the cool thing now. I just need to place them, you know. I already placed them when I had idle time in the beginning, and now when I'm quite busy, I can just place them and just click on them to build them. This is really cool. Let's also have the fire station here now as well in this area. You never know when there's a fire. My ship is coming into the harbor now.
I see the virtue in it.
Let's take the poems and let's deliver those poems there right to Archie. Level 5 we have now as well. I hope the pirate is not attacking us on sight. I hope not. He's at least not attacking Hugo Mercier, so that is fine. Who's also got a shipyard now. We are down to 200 on the cash. I can't build anything anymore. I can't even build streets at this point. I'm so low. So what we can do here is we can upgrade more workers. We've also reached a new city status with that, Port Town. This opens up now for us the shipyard. So we have now the harbor buildings unlocked. And this one gives us the shipyard here. Though, as we can see, 10,000 credits it costs us. We are far away from that. It's absolutely insane. We cannot go anywhere there. What we can do with the timber we have, upgrading workers. They pay more taxes than farmers. So hopefully this one brings us up there. Consumption rate is looking good at the moment, so I can still continue upgrading more of them. This is where Tarek comes in play now as well with my money. Tarek has now started its timber production, its plank production. So we are also getting the first planks in here. So I can now also continue in Tarek with building farmers, right? This will hopefully net us a bit more money over time then, in addition to my city, of course. In my city, we have more planks again. So let's continue upgrading this block of houses there to workers. And as you can see, my balance is going up there a bit, though, yeah, it is still very, very bad at this point. They are a bit unhappy now, the workers, because they want sausages and I'm not providing any. This will be something I need to do soon. And my flagship is now arriving at Archie. He's also got a quest for us right away, I guess. Let's just have a look there. So there we have the lighthouse for it. Let's turn in this quest. That's 5,000 credits, very good, and a bit of reputation with Jing, and he's also got a quest for us with a bit of credits there as well. Her Majesty received an alarming missive over her second breakfast, some threats to undermine her authority, quite literally. Perhaps you could bring the matter to a peaceful climax. Pick up quest. Alright, here, up in the far north, right next to our village there. So let's send my flagship out there. Wait a second, what we could be doing is we could actually purchase some timber here. Oh, it's actually not really much. And get it over here to Tarek to speed up the production in Tarek. This would be my goal, but yeah. We also need a fishery, of course, in Tarek, since we get the first people in now, they want to eat. Totally not understandable. And there we also get another farmers up and running. Very good. Meanwhile, Sleepy Hollow still needs more upgrades. There we got more workers now, and we also got the first worker quest coming up here now. Me mates and I have shared so many moments working at the brick factory. Jimmy's birthday is coming up, and there would be no gift more perfect than a framed picture of the place that brought us together. We need to take a picture of the brick factory, which we have over here. there we have it.
Will you work your magic for us? What we do so love to see.
And let's submit it. And let's see what we get out of it. Sometimes there's a random reward. Hopefully it's a good one.
Not bad.
And we
for a
get
big
Steely-Eyed
boss.
Steelsmith. He increases the productivity of steelworks, weapon factories. Oh, this is really good. Quite a lot. Or we could sell it for 18,000 credits, which is even better. This is amazing. A huge price there. So with this money, we could afford us the steel factories and the weapons production that we need. We've also unlocked the quest here now for the pig farms. Or, well, for the harvest DLC, so we can then have the silos and stuff like that. And as you can see, already with the workers, we are unlocking so many new things. Just wait for artisans and just wait for engineers when we unlock the train system and the oil system and electricity. This game, I tell you that, this game. Now we continue here with upgrading some more farmers. 2 workers. This is consuming primarily some planks for us. Workforce, we need to keep a close eye on the balance of these 2 for now. And also consumption rate, still fine. Still fine. The first 3 goods here are still fine. And thus our balance is growing as well. With those guys. Let's just have a look at the item there once again. Steelworks, weapon factory, heavy weapons factory, productivity plus 30%. And the maintenance cost though is also increased by plus 50%. So, I don't know if I like this so much. It would cost, or the factories would cost us way more once they're active. So I rather think I'm going to sell it for 18,700 credits. And thus I can actually afford the next factories. Among them is the soap factory that we're going to need soon as well, because we can sell it then at Eli. Now my ship has arrived in Tarik, close to the flotsam. Let's just pick it up there. And yeah, with the timber that we have, let's continue building some more farms up here as well. So Tarik has reached the village as well. And we're also level 6 now. This opens up more forest production here, since we got the workforce for it. So we also got a full timber production now in Tarik, which is just important. And I can then continue here with some more buildings for this little quaint village there. Yeah, and also here, the space that we have, a pub, of course, needs to be squeezed in, as always. Righto, and also these few buildings there. My ship has arrived with the flotsam. Let's pick it up. So it's a few things here, giving us a bit of money. That's it, right? 5 it was. 5 naval mines. That's what the queen lost at her breakfast, or what? Torpedo fish. Let's get back to Sleepy Hollow as well. Pick up the items here, together with the quest item, and then we get with all these goods down here to RG once again. It makes it, of course, a bit difficult that RG is so far away. This is hurting us in the long term a bit, because we need to get to him quite often. But for now, a lot of things are coming in here now, and hopefully a lot of cash. If Miss Hunt has any brains in her, she would now intercept my ship or try it and destroy it, because this is going to boost us a lot, this cargo that we are delivering there to Archie. And I will now continue also with upgrading some more workers, some more farmers up here. Down here everything is looking good. Those guys here we could upgrade. Or those guys. And this town is growing and growing. I think we're now in the negative with at least something, and that's the schnapps. So schnapps we need to increase here now as well. Lucky us, well, we have prepared for that. So 2 more potato fields and 2 more distilleries are up and running. So this should work for us. Let's also have a little field here, or a little road there, going all the way out there to the cliffs, so people can enjoy a beautiful day out there, just beside the ocean. This game is getting interesting, I have a feeling about it. Stay tuned.